Hola or hola again, whichever happens to apply to you. As a bit of a recap, I'm still pursuing a handstand on the rings. I took 2 days off and I'm back at it on October 25th for attempt number 5. Last time we had a little over 143 seconds with 1 touchdown, so as per usual I'm going for more time with fewer touchdowns, though that can only get minimized a slight amount more. The usual goals are to keep my feet off the ground, try to get more vertical. I'm also going to still try to work on getting upside down without sinking down quite as far with my upper half of my body. So let me shrink myself down and we'll get to it. Okay, before I begin, I'd like to apologize for the framing yet again. There is a mat in the way that I didn't notice until the 4th attempt. I will say the framing should get better in a few weeks, because at that point I did realize I would possibly be showing these to folks. So let's start attempt number 1 and see what we can do. Starting with the closed fists, and I'm trying to be very conscious about not sinking down, but I'm not getting much extension, because it seems like as soon as I extend, it's like my body naturally, the upper half wants to naturally sink down. Up, but we're sinking. I think I recognize that. I'm getting very shaky. Okay, and that's it for the first attempt. So let's go to the scoreboard. And that would be 32.3 seconds in the air with 0 touchdowns. So on to the next one. All right, second attempt. Watch me go. Pretty good extension, but I sunk down pretty far. Maybe not quite as far as I normally do, followed by a definite touchdown. And I think I'm still hoping to momentum my way from an L-sit upward. I mean, my head's not below my hands there. It wasn't a full extension. And I don't think I touched down anywhere in there. And when they start swinging away from each other, that starts becoming a little problematic when they start kind of doing this sort of thing instead of staying like this. So that's it for that attempt. So let's go to the scoreboard. And we can add 38.9 seconds with 1 touchdown. So on to the next one. All right, attempt number 3, let's go. And it looks like we're gonna attempt open hand in hopes that that's the reason that I can't get up without sinking down. Spoiler alert, it's not. So sunk down pretty far on that. I don't think I touched down though. Going back to closed fist. And again, as it stands, as myself in the future, I do generally prefer a closed fist. I do very little open hand anymore. And that's it for that attempt. So let's go on to the scoreboard. We can add 30 seconds of airtime with 0 touchdowns. All right, attempt number 4. Looks like I finally noticed that mat was in the way. So let's get it started. That's a pretty good extension. I'm sunk down. My head was kind of underneath my hands though. Getting kind of swinging. Oh, and a touchdown. I think my arms almost came out from my side and almost buckled. Now this I found interesting. This is almost like a push-up with no legs. If I'd kept my chest a little more parallel to the ground. Okay, so that's it for that one. On to the scoreboard. And that's 33.3 seconds in the air with 2 touchdowns. All right, 5th and final attempt of the day. See what we can do. Back to the closed fist. I mean, that's pretty good slow up. We touched on the way down. I will say my experience on this is as you fatigue, the first thing that goes is your ability to come back down slowly. It's the same thing like just a handstand on the ground. And again, I still don't quite know what's up with me, like pointing my toes as I try to go up. All right, is that it? Oh, no. Yep, that's it. Okay. Well, if we go to the scoreboard, we can add 31.9 seconds in the air with 1 touchdown. And that gives us a grand total of 166.4 seconds with 4 touchdowns. Okay, a few takeaways and then I'm gonna go get some ice cream. I've never been accused of being a hopeless optimist, but I do believe this is getting even better. It's kind of hard to say, but I do believe I'm getting upside down without sinking down quite as far. I did get more time than last time, and now I'm over 9 minutes in the air in total. So I did have more touchdowns than last time, which is technically a bad thing, but I'm also getting more extensions where it's a little bit more difficult to bring those back down in a controlled fashion. So as per usual, it does need more work. Now, the one thing I did find pretty interesting was that kind of footless push-up, if you will. And even just holding that there without pushing was surprisingly difficult. So I might have to work on that a little bit more. So as per usual, that's it for the day. Feel free to check back in or not, up to you.